just Saturdays in Moby are just, they're downright sacred to me. And you know, the last two have been really, really special. The sellout last Saturday, and then today was a special game, being pink out, and to play really inspired both days. I thought our kids really came out with the right focus, the right mentality, and executed what we needed to get done, mainly on the defensive end to start the game, and then as the game progressed, we found some footing offensively. But really proud of how we responded after a tough Wednesday.
Yeah, after the way Wednesday went, what steps did you take during the week to kind of correct some of the things that you needed to correct, and how much of a confidence builder kind of thing was it to limit San Diego State to 3 points?
Yeah, no major steps, to be honest with you. I mean, we got great shots at Air Force. It was just kind of, just finding some rhythm offensively was big today. Thought we had a pretty good practice right after Air Force. Our kids are still, they're still in this thing. They're still chasing, and as a coach, that's really what you want. So, nothing crazy. It was just, I think you saw some kids show their maturity today, and that's what should have happened.
McKenna makes 13 baskets tonight on 27 shots. She made 13 on 30 against San Diego State. Just what is it about San Diego State that kind of really allows her to take that?
Well, they stay locked on our shooters. I mean, you can see that. She brings the ball up the floor, and she's our initial penetrator and gets our motion started, that sort of thing. But she's got such a good burst, and they stay attached to our shooters. And so, there's a lot of opportunity in the lane, a lot of opportunity at the basket. Does that put a lot of pressure on her? I mean, that's what she's built for. I mean, that's just how God made her. So teams are, that's how they're guarding her, and that's how we're going to play it.
What did you like about the way your team came out on defense? Like, I think Sydney came out with a block early, and Marta was forcing turnovers, forcing steals. Just how much of a tone did that set for you guys?
Yeah, it was a tremendous start defensively, and so the energy was awesome. But you still had to execute, right? They were trying to pound the ball inside to Quesada and Villalobos, playing the ball screen game with Lewis. Those are three really talented offensive players. But having Marty on the floor with Sydney, those are our two best defenders, arguably. So I think that was a huge difference. We had good foot speed, we had good reaction. We were active to the ball, got a lot of touches tonight, and we just defended the plan really well pretty much all night. And so, not easy to do. That took a lot of focus, really 1 through 15. So that's why that's allowed us to get out, play good offense too.
0 turnovers in that second half. Just what kind of adjustments did you guys make to just really get that going?
It was pull head out of your ears. Okay, that was the message. It's like 12 turnovers in the first half. I mean, and we're at 14, I think it was. And so we just left so many opportunities out there by turning it over. And San Diego State, they're physical. They've got some good quickness on the ball at times, and so they had something to do with a few of those. But we just played stronger. We moved for each other a little better. We put a little more energy in the ball, and it also helped that they zoned a lot in the second half, right? So, we got to move it around that way.
Offensively, in the second quarter, McKenna does what she does. Then in the third quarter, Sydney gets going, Hannah gets going, Sana gets going. Just what do you like about the way the rest of the team responds to what McKenna's doing?
Yeah, the ebbs and flows of a basketball game. They came out in the third quarter and defended a little different, all right? So, our zone offense was really in play, and it really, we lean on those two kids to kind of be facilitate. Sydney at the nail, Sana in the flash game. Ronce can stretch it. We put McKenna in some zone ball screen stuff, and so it played to that. And so those kids, the opportunities were there when they went zone. And when they went man, they're pretty locked up on those kids. That's why you saw McKenna have the night she did.
When McKenna, she has that night, that second quarter, she's scoring, that second half, she's facilitating. Where does that come from her? Does that come from you challenging her to do one thing, or is she just good at playing on the
No, McKenna, what she's really good at, she's just really good at figuring things out. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about. And so, again, the ebbs and flows of the game calls for this, she seems to find it and deliver. The game calls for this, she seems to find it and deliver. That's what a really good point guard should do. And, teams try to change things up, multiple defenses. They press, right? They three-quarter court press. They're back into a zone, and they go back to man. And she had it all on a string for 40 minutes. And so that's what I'm impressed with her growth, is that she's kind of seen it all, and she gets things figured out sooner rather than later.
What part of that defensive performance do you think you're going to go back into the locker room and say, that was great, we need to do this every game for the rest of conference play into the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, just our activity, and we played really connected. I thought we really battled in the post. I thought we really committed to the glass. McKenna had a tough assignment as far as the rebounding game went tonight, and I thought she was really engaged in the glass. So I just think we competed every possession, and each game is so different. Each game is so different, and our plans change, but I think all I want is they played with great intention tonight, and they played really connected.
What part of McKenna's game do you think she enjoys more, scoring or getting the assists to her teammates?
I don't know. The kid's just meant to score, and I think probably that. But the assist thing is right up there. But let's face it, that
She's a
kid's a
scorer.
scorer.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you as a coach that on a day where everybody wears Taylor's name on the back of their warm-ups, that you're able to get her into the game and she scores 5 points?
Yeah, how cool was that? That's Hollywood stuff right there. And Taylor's just she's a really tough young lady, and she's in a tough battle right now, and she's winning. And it was an absolute honor, all right, to have our team and our coaches wear Ray on the back of their jerseys, and for her to go in the game and just play basketball. That's what Taylor does. She just goes and plays basketball, and she comes to practice and she just practices. I mean, she's just part of our team, and she just happens to have a different story, all right, and a little different circumstances than the rest of us face. But I think the one thing that we can really learn is that the attitude that she brings every day. I think we all need to step back and just take a look at we were grumpy and really not happy with the Air Force, right? But you know what? There's some bigger issues going on here, right? So let's go out and play our butt off today. Let's play inspired for a lot of reasons, and let's fight like Taylor. And we fought like Iran last week. We fought like Taylor today, and I think that was I'm proud of him for that. You guys asked a lot of questions today. I'm gonna call it. I gotta get to Lucky Joe's, okay?